Sherry and I recently picked up a device called a Buoy Catcher, and we decided we're going to start using it to see what happens when we grab a buoy. We headed over to start with to Lopez Sound and Spencer Spit. Well, it turns out there wasn't much in the way of wind today, but today's challenge is to find a buoy, and we're going to practice with this. It's called a Buoy Catcher. We bought it from England, and they shipped it airmail. It's supposed to allow us to grab the ring on a buoy, whether it's a rope buoy or an individual buoy. We're supposed to be able to grab stuff with it, but we've never tried it. So we're gonna practice today one way or another if we can find a buoy. Wish us luck. So it's 2:10. We've got about another 5 minutes and it will have been 2 hours. So we're making pretty good time actually with motor sailing with the main up. So that's all good news. And this is Thatcher Pass. Kind of worth checking out in a way. When we cross, I kind of make a point of timing it so that we don't have to fight the current at Thatcher, we don't have to fight the current going across Rosario, and we don't have to fight the current coming out of Guimes. It means that you've got about a 15-minute window one way or another to actually leave your home port and at least get through some of the passes here like Thatcher. Anyway, we're gonna check out some of our favorite anchorages today and see if we can grab a buoy and try our Buoy Catcher. The Buoy Catcher basically allows you to thread a line through the ring on a buoy and draw that back to the boat. Yeah, go ahead and bump it forward. That's good.
Neutral.
Let's see what happens, shall we? Wow. So it turns out that all you really have to do is line up the tip of the Buoy Catcher with the ring on the buoy and give it a bit of a jab, and just like that you've got the buoy already connected. Once I had the first bow line connected to the buoy, I went ahead and tried it another time on the port side line just to repeat it and see how easy it was. And by golly, it was actually very easy. Since this was the first time we'd used this device, obviously we have a little bit of a learning curve to experience here. I noticed that like our jib sheets were in the way, and we had the pole extended really longer than it needed to be. But all in all, it was a real quick and easy thing to use. I wanted to give Sherry a chance to try out this Buoy Catcher as well, so we pulled the line off the starboard line off of the buoy, and I went ahead and had her thread the line through the Buoy Catcher and adjust it to the length she wanted, and basically she really had no trouble using it. It was really easy to just kind of snap it down against the ring and pull the line back through that ring and onto the forward deck. And here you can see she was completely successful in capturing that buoy. she is. Here she is, Miss America. All right. Here's the hammock. There's our buoy bouncer. Seems to be working just fine. Coolest thing of all, of course, was we were able to snag the buoy using our new pole, which is unfortunately put away, so we'll have to wait till tomorrow to show it. I got probably 10 or 15 minutes of video of us struggling with it. But it was fun. It worked great.
Cool.
All right, I'm going to read. It's beauty out here, babe. Well, first off, it's a lot darker than it looks. You know how cameras are. But yeah, here we are, Spencer Spit. We were able to use our buoy catcher, which is kind of nice. You can probably just see the ferry over there. I may try zooming this to see if we can get a zoomed in vision. And I don't know what we can see yet, but I'm thinking in the distance, if we go way in the distance there, what you're probably going to see is the lights of Anacortes there. A few days later, we decided to take a trip up to Pelican Beach on Cypress Island and try the buoy catcher again. It was our second time using it. We just put our first bow line on. Now we'll do the second one, because when you get into a channel like this where you've got a super strong wind and current, you don't want to take a chance with just a single line. So we'll just pull this out and show everybody how it's done. It's a pretty neat design, as you can see. Basically all you do is you run your line through like this, give yourself a little bit, doesn't really matter how much, but you give yourself a little bit, come around like this, and you can see where that buoy is. It's pretty quick the way it connects. You just go forward, like, and then when you pull it back, it pulls it through. Now, your line can get a little bit wet from time to time, but that's about the worst case. All right. And just, you know, I don't like a lot of wet lines on the deck, so I actually wring them out slightly. It's not too bad. Yeah, it's hardly damp at all. And this basically gives us a little extra line. And I don't like taking a chance when we're here. I haven't actually tied this one off completely yet, so we'll tie this off also. But what we're doing is just making sure we can drive the lines. Anyway, the buoy catcher is amazing. It seems to do an incredible job with what it is we're doing, which is just grabbing the buoy. It's as simple as that. There, these will dry in their own time. And now we have a buoy that's grabbed. And another cool thing about this buoy grabber, is that this darn thing literally stows with almost no difficulty. Look at this. Amazing. Anyway, so this is a really clever little tool. We've been having such good luck with the buoy catcher that we wanted to try it out on the rings on the linear moorage at Susha. This was kind of the final test to see how we could ultimately use this device. Guess what? It's too big. They didn't look that big in the picture, you know. So we just attempted to use the buoy catcher, which is this thing right here. Tried to use that on these rings on a mooring line, mooring cable they call it. But the rings are just about a 1/4 inch too big around, so we were unable to actually grab it. But it was a fun fiasco trying to get everything undone at the last second.